You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It's Soap Dirt on YouTube. We have got your DOOL 2-week spoilers for Monday, June 26th, all the way through Friday, July 7th, including some information on whether there will be a new episode on July 4th. All right, we're going to dig into this in just a second. We've got dated spoilers for week 1 and undated but very hot spoilers for week 2. We're going to share these all with you in just a second, but if you haven't, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives spoilers, casting news, and more. All right, Monday, June 26th on Days is episode 201 of season 58. Abe Carver calls Jerry Prentice a fake. Jerry Prentice is the name of the nice young man who's pretending to be Theo Carver. As it turns out, which we heard Whitley talking to him, he is an aspiring actor and he owes Whitley a favor, so he is there pretending to be Theo. Of note is that actor played Theo in the past from 2008 through 2015, I believe, before they did a Source recast, and then Cameron Johnson ultimately wound up in the role. But Abe has remembered Cameron Johnson's face as Theo and does not buy that this guy is his son. All right, Megan Hathaway sets the date for the party she's throwing for Stefan and Gabby for their engagement, and it will occur on Friday of week 1 going into week 2. Lee Shen welcomes Dr. Rolf back to Salem. Lee is the welcoming party because he needs to get Rolf set up so he can do Megan's evil brainwashing business. And Kate Roberts isn't sure that Harris Michaels is quite up to dealing with Megan and lets him know. And Rafe gets into his feelings and he and Jada hit the sheets. All right, Tuesday, June 27th on Days of Our Lives is season 58, episode 202. Lee Shen helps Rolf get his lab all set up to do his mad science on behalf of Megan. She wants him to brainwash Harris Michaels to make him back into a killing machine so he can be part of her plan for world domination. Let's aim high, right? Those DiMeras. Kate offers Jada some advice about things with Rafe after Jada tells Kate that they did the deed in violation of the work rules. At least they didn't do it at the office. Plus, Harris is ready to make his move to kidnap Megan, but it looks like that his plan is not going to go off without a hitch. Plus, Rafe worries with Eli Grant that Abe might really be dead, and Abe stuns Whitley. He throws a curve ball her way. Wednesday, June 28th on Days of Our Lives is episode 203 of season 58, and Nicole Walker complains to Chloe Lane that EJ DiMera is totally not showing up for her. How does she not notice that her boyfriend is missing? He has been kidnapped by his sister. He is down on those spare rooms under the house, which is where you should start looking if you're a DiMera and someone goes missing in your mansion. And it just seems like, how long has this been going on in soap time that Chloe's like, oh, he's not showing up. He's missing. He's missing. Go to the police. Make him report. All right. Also midweek, Sloan Petersen talks to Eric about a baby again. These two hit the sheets. We saw a steamy promo for this, and they are back in the sheets. And then she says, I wonder if we made a baby. Obviously, she tossed her birth control pills away with both hands and is trying to get a little baby to keep Eric around. All right, Xandra Cook is floored to hear that Dimitri von Leuschner proposed to Gwen Rizczech, and as it turns out, Gwen is seriously considering Dimitri's proposal, and Leo Stark is not happy about that one bit, nor is he happy about the fact that these two are making out in front of him and that Gwen is doing the deed in her tiny bed next to his tiny bed in their hotel room. So that is a lot of fun, and I'm interested to see if Dimitri gets Gwen down the aisle. Plus, Trip Johnson has an offer for Wendy Shin on Wednesday. These two have a hot date. There's tequila shots, but the next day, somebody interrupts. On Thursday, June 29th, Days of Our Lives, episode 204, Johnny DiMera busts in on Wendy and Trip as they're doing tequila shots and making out. That same day, Leo tells Dimitri von Leuschner that he is completely against his best friend being engaged to the hunk. He knows that Dimitri and his wicked mom are up to something, and he just really wants to protect Gwenny. Plus, Sloan opens up to her brother, Colin Bedford, about something. I wonder if she's going to tell him that she's trying to start a family with Eric Brady. Remember how crazy mad Colin got at her when she said, I don't want to do any of this anymore. I'm, getting serious about this guy. I got to stop this. So he might just go completely nuts on her. All right. Then, as the week ends on Friday, June 30th, on Days of Our Lives, it's episode 205 of season 58. And Kate is very upset to learn that Megan Hathaway is not gone yet. And the thing is, Harris is going to try and take care of this in week 2, but it's not going to go the way he or Kate want it. So Kate puts pressure on Harris and he takes action the following week. Plus, Nicole has a scare with her baby and Eric is there for her. And very importantly, EJ is not. Plus, Dr. Rolfe gets his orders to take down Stefan and he gets ready to do exactly as he's ordered. Plus, Kristen DiMera is scared and so is EJ. They are both worried that their big sister is going to kill them. Valid worry. Leo is keeping a close eye on Megan, and I have to wonder if he shows up at the engagement party beside Gwen, who is probably going to show up as Dimitri's +1. Maybe Dimitri winds up with a +2, which is Leo. The engagement party is going on and it turns dark. There could be some murder, some mayhem, some bad appetizers. It's not clear if Stefan is going to get snatched by Rolfe, but somebody else is. In the second week, July 3rd through 7th on Days of Our Lives, Harris shows up at the party and crashes it. And it looks like Li Shen gets the better of him, knocks him in the noggin, and hauls him off to wherever Rolfe is doing his work, because there's a promo photo of actor Steve Burton, who plays Harris Michaels, all strapped down to a table. So I don't know if we're going to get Harris strapped down, Stefan taken also, and then we've got the 2 other missing DiMeras. It's all so sizzling hot. Plus, Eric has a tense moment with Nicole in the second week, and Chanel tries to cheer up her mom while Abe is still missing. All right, before we dig into the last spoiler and the information on July 4th episode, if you haven't already, please reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our Days of Our Lives spoilers, promos, comings and goings, all the videos you want to see about your favorite NBC streaming soap. All right, so the last spoiler for these 2 weeks is that Steve and John are questioning Abe's death. You can't see my hands, but I'm doing death in quotes. So Whitley gets the idea that she needs to kill Abe. She said that this past week, but she's not really going to kill him. She's just going to say that she needs to do a blood test. She's going to take a vial of his blood, and she's going to blood and a syringe, and she's going to leave it by the docks so that it looks like that Abe went into the water. And Eli Grant is going to jump into the water to search for his body, but he's not going to find it, of course, because Abe is at the crazy cat lady's apartment. So that'll be interesting, and I'm not sure if people are going to buy that Abe is dead or not. Whitley doesn't seem to be a master criminal, just somebody who acts on opportunity. So as to July 4th, I mostly expect for Days of Our Lives to air a new episode. They rarely take holidays off. That is what they do. They keep doing that. However, this year is slightly different because of the WGA strike. That's the Writers Guild of America strike. And soap opera writers are among lots of other writers that are on strike. And that means that the soap operas are running out of episodes and may want to preserve some to ride the strike out. And that looks like what the other 3 soaps may do. At least one of the soaps is going to be preempted. We're still waiting for word from the other 2. But as to Days of Our Lives, because they film 6 months ahead, they are in a much cushier position dealing with this strike as they were when the pandemic hit, because they were the last soap still airing new episodes by a long shot, by several months. So they will probably still air a brand new episode on July 4th because they have a bigger buffer built in to deal with this strike. But if anything changes, we will let you know in our next week's spoilers edition. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast. because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.